Ladies and gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of Great Britain. And now the national anthem of Argentina. The teams for this second seven-a-side classification match line up as follows. Beginning with the Great Britain side. In goal, number one, Craig Connell. Number two, Blair Glynn. Four, and captain Matt Dimbulo. Five, James Richmond. Seven, Michael Barker. Nine, George Fletcher. And 11, Ibs Diallo. Substitutes for Great Britain, number 13, Billy Thompson. 3, Matthew Ellis. 6, Alistair Patrick Heselton. 8, Martin Sinclair. And 10, Johnny Patterson. And now the Argentina side. In goal, number 12, Nahuel Gutierrez. Number 2, Mariano Morana. 3, Rodrigo Luiquez. 5, Brian Vivot. 9, Fabio Correa. 10, Rodrigo Lugreen. 11, and captain Matias Fernandez Romano. Substitutes number 1, Gustavo Naelkin. 4, Jaime Ezequiel. 6, Claudio Figuera. 7, Carlos Ferreira. And number 8, Marcos Salazar. Match referee Barry Huizinga. Assistant referees David Davis and Keith Stroud. And our fourth official Stephen Conroy.
Good morning and welcome to the Riverbank Arena. Great Britain versus Argentina about to get underway. Great Britain shooting away to the right-hand side in this first half. Argentina in their changed grip of blue shirts black shorts and black socks, shooting towards this near left-hand side. I'm situated in the west stand, directly ahead of me, of course, the east stand. Over to my left-hand side, the north stand, and over to the right is the south stand. So Great Britain set to get us underway from the centre circle for this classification game. The winners will take on Netherlands to battle it out for 5th spot in the tournament rankings. So 7-a-side football here at the Paralympic Games, about to get back underway. Beautiful day at the Riverbank Arena, and Great Britain from kick-off with Barker and Diallo. Work it straight through the centre circle and trying to slip it away towards the right-hand side. So in possession, ball worked back into their own half by Richmond, and the captain Dimbolo squares ball across to the left-hand side and then up towards halfway. So left-hand side for Great Britain on the halfway line, and a low ball down that left-hand side, keeping possession. Barker tries to weave forward, and a clearance away by Argentina has Great Britain in possession, right on the edge of their own area in a central position. Worked out short from the right-hand side of that area now from Dimbolo, bringing it up midway through his own half and over halfway by a couple of yards towards the right-hand side to the number 5, Richmond. Richmond tries to prod the ball infield, Argentina in the way, and they're able to bring the ball away 10 yards outside their penalty area, central position, and now over towards this near left-hand side, and then switching it back towards the edge of the D on the edge of their area. Low ball played centrally, Argentina in possession in their change grip of blue shirts. Diallo trying to win that back now for Great Britain. Did well there, Diallo, to try and break free. Foul given against Diallo, in fact got the onto his face in the process of that. So a harsh decision against Diallo there, but a free kick given in favour of Argentina. Midway through their own half, just slightly left of centre. The foul given on Vivot there, and an opportunity for Argentina to hurl the ball forward. So 2 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Great Britain 0, Argentina 0. Right-footed ball deep up towards the edge of the area from Argentina, and Diallo heads away from inside the D and up towards halfway. Argentina can't control with Le Green, and the ball breaks towards this near right-hand side for Great Britain, and out of play for their throw. Great Britain throw just in front of the dugout, a couple of yards inside Argentina's half of the field. Barker will leave it for the captain Dimbolo to come forward and take. Low underarm throw down the right-hand side to Richmond. Tries to play the ball infield, but Vivot is there again. Richmond just pulls him back, advantage played, and Vivot will bring the ball over halfway. Ball breaks kindly for Argentina, left-hand side. Good tackle comes in, brilliant tackle by Richmond. Took the ball and left the Argentina man writhing on the floor there. The number 11 picks himself up, Fernandez Romano. And the ball is out of play for a Great Britain throw. The referee just indicating to Fernandez Romano that Great Britain did actually win the ball. It was a brilliant tackle by Richmond, sliding across to the right back position to win that. So a throw for Great Britain. Fernandez Romano back on his feet for Argentina. And the ball works short to this near right-hand side to Dimbolo. Dimbolo tries to turn back towards the right corner of his penalty area. Ball at the feet of Glynn, in towards the edge of the D, and then back towards this near right-hand side of the penalty area to Dimbolo again. Plays it back centrally again to Blair Glynn. He'll bring the ball out of halfway and trying to play it in towards a central position. Diallo is there for Great Britain, right-hand side now, midway through Argentina's half. Richmond couldn't control. Le Green with it back initially. Vivot caught in possession, and the ball just breaks back to the edge of the Argentina penalty area, right of the D, half away. Le Green is there in a central position, back to Vivot and planted away downfield towards Argentina's left-hand side. Matt Dimbolo comes across for Great Britain, just shy of halfway to try and squeeze the ball down the line, but it had already gone out, and that will be an Argentina throw down their left-hand side on halfway. 4 minutes gone here in this classification match, and Argentina have themselves a throw down their left-hand side, work back centrally to Vivot, and he plays it towards the centre circle. Argentina looking to try and make their way over halfway right-hand side with Fernandez Romano up towards the right-hand side. Low ball dragged into the area, and an early touch for Connell in the Great Britain goal. Orange top, black trousers and a cap on as well to shield his eyes from the sun. The ball at his feet, Connell works it way short to the right-hand side to Dimbolo. So deep inside their own half, Great Britain. Ball at the feet of Matt Dimbolo, and he whips the ball down the line, but blocked away by Le Green and breaks back to Vivot again in possession for Argentina. He brings the ball over halfway, midway through Great Britain's half the field, left-hand side. Dimbolo in the way, and Great Britain have it back. Low ball over halfway themselves, and turn interception from Argentina, and Great Britain from in front of their own area, working across the left-hand side now with Fletcher, just short of halfway. George Fletcher, the 17-year-old for Great Britain, on halfway left-hand side, couple of yards in from that far side, clips the ball back to a central position, and the ball brought down in the midriff of Richmond and rolled into the centre circle to Diallo. Diallo back down the right-hand side for Richmond, who continued his run forward midway through Argentina's half. Ball back heel down the line, kept in by Dimbolo, but the low ball towards the edge of the area is picked off by Argentina, only as far as Dimbolo again. Now Diallo from the edge of the halfway line. works it across field, left-hand side. Fletcher now for Great Britain. Moves midway through the Argentina half, down that left-hand side, faced by his opposing number 9, Correa, and the ball just runs down by the line, edge of the box, cut back. Diallo with the effort, breaks into the edge of the area, and Argentina are able to clear away. Up towards halfway, Fernandez Romano deep back into their right-back position to the feet of Correa again. Right down by the corner flag, clips the ball away right-hand side for Argentina. Midway through their own half, Fernandez Romano flipped the ball up and tried a little back heel flick, and it runs out for a Great Britain throw. 5 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Great Britain with the first effort towards goal, Diallo's effort charged down, and Great Britain trying to pile on the pressure. Luquez knocks the ball out for a throw for Argentina, and Great Britain will work it in towards the edge of the penalty. Diallo spins, left-footed drive, well gathered by the goalkeeper. Gutierrez low down to his right-hand side of the inner box to scoop that one up. So the inner box that I refer to normally would be a 6-yard box, of course, in 11-a-side, but it actually measures about 3.8 yards, so much easier to say the inner box. A long clearance away by the goalkeeper, and Connell gathers on the edge of that inner box and will bowl the ball away from just before the penalty spot down towards the right-hand side to Dimbolo. He tries to work it down the right-hand side. Great Britain, Barker, little layoff towards the right again. Richmond now for Great Britain. Midway through Argentina's half, up towards the right corner of the penalty area, drifting to a more central role now, just outside the D, central position for Barker, and he goes back to halfway. So centre circle, left edge, work down the line, left-hand side to Fletcher, midway through Argentina's half, and back inside their own half by 5 yards, Great Britain in possession at the feet of Glynn. Works centrally through the centre circle and back to Dimbolo. Just outside the centre circle, inside their own half. Glynn over to the left-hand side again, to the feet of Fletcher. George Fletcher, little step over by him as he works it down the left-hand side, went back to the 1-2. Fletcher just slips as he tries to take the ball in his stride, and now Argentina will bring it away. Central position, through the centre circle, just over halfway towards the left-hand side. Little chase on down this left for Vivot to chase, right down by the corner for Argentina. Vivot holds the ball up, Dimbolo goes to meet him, and just got a foot in there, Dimbolo, against the Argentina man, and out for a Great Britain throw. Level with their own penalty area. Going to be worked away by Dimbolo. Referee just having a quick word with one of his officials over on the near side here, right on halfway, and the referee makes his way back in towards the edge of the centre circle, having received some instructions from his assistant. And Dimbolo will work the throw back into defence to Glynn. So Glynn from the right edge of his area, central ball away to Diallo, drops deep a couple of yards and then finds Dimbolo again. Feeding the ball just up towards the right edge of halfway to Richmond. Low ball forward towards Barker, just inside Argentina's half, and then back to the centre circle. Diallo, switching ball into the area, Fletcher in the box, trying to bring the ball down central position, working it back. Barker's drive is blocked away. Brilliant ball by Diallo into the penalty area, brought down first time by Fletcher, just unable to connect, right on the left edge of the inner box from Great Britain's point of view. Back on halfway for Great Britain. Glynn in possession, up towards Diallo. Little layoff, back towards halfway. And Dimbolo will bring it forward. Great Britain's captain towards the right corner of the penalty area, trying to work it further down by the right again now to Richmond. A couple of yards away from the corner flag, right hand side. The ball ricochets into the path of Dimbolo in the corner of the box, just unable to thread the ball through to the right hand side of the penalty area, and Argentina clear the ball away. Out of play, down there, left-hand side, Great Britain's right, and this throw will come short now to Dimbolo. Dimbolo threading the ball centrally, Barker, a little layoff to Diallo, just outside the D, central position, just wide of the bottom corner from Diallo. Brilliant drive, left-footed, good distance out, still about 10 yards away from the edge of the D there when he took the strike on, left-footed drive towards goal, and just flashed wide of the upright. Brilliant effort from Diallo. So, goal kick for Argentina, and Gutierrez will leave it for his defender to take from the left edge of the inner box, and a right-footed clearance away downfield. It will be from Morana for Argentina. Long, high, hanging ball. Diallo wins the header back towards the centre circle, but Argentina picked that up with Luquez. Quickly run back by Diallo. Brings it forward for Great Britain. Space down the left-hand side. Fletcher just couldn't quite take it in his stride, and the ball runs free and back for Argentina, just shy of halfway right-hand side. Works centrally now to Vivot. Up towards the edge of the box. They've got space here. Inside the penalty area. Tackle comes in, and a brilliant tackle it was too from Diallo. No penalty given. Great Britain will bring it clear. Dimbolo up towards halfway right-hand side. Tough tackle back from Argentina, from Fernandez Romano there. Almost in retaliation as he was inside the penalty area in space. Back came a brilliant last-ditch tackle to intercept, and no foul given. So, ball halted at the moment. It will be a Great Britain free kick, about 5 yards inside their own half, about 15 yards in from this right-hand side. Argentina proving dangerous there on the break. Quick ball in towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Fernandez Romano, the captain, was inside the area and just about to pull the trigger for a strike on goal, and in came a superb sliding tackle to hook the ball away from Diallo. So Great Britain back towards the right edge of the centre circle, working it across the halfway line towards the left-hand side, and Diallo up towards the edge of the box, central position. Brilliant tackle by Argentina in turn to win that back, and that's actually given us a free kick for Great Britain, and that's a bit of a harsh decision there against Argentina. Looked like a fair tackle just outside the D in a central position from Morana as he flung himself in to block the ball off, but a free kick for Great Britain, central position about 5 yards away from the edge of the D, as Great Britain look towards this Argentina goal in this first half. So 11 minutes gone, Great Britain 0, Argentina 0, and a chance from a set piece here for Great Britain to maybe get a strike in on goal. Barker standing over this, looking interested in this for Great Britain. Fletcher lingering at the left edge of the inner box inside the penalty area, and it's going to be Barker. Right-footed strike high and over the top of the crossbar. Goal kick for Argentina. Excellent start by both sides. High tempo to the game. Argentina looking dangerous on the break. A little bit of space as Great Britain were trying to get forward. And now a goal kick for Argentina from Barker's free kick over the top of the crossbar. So Morana from the left edge of the inner box with a long right-footed clearance away downfield. Good header away by Dimbolo up towards the centre circle. Argentina quickly onto the end of that with Luquez. Now Vivot lobs it over the head of Richmond, just outside the area. Left-footed strike off the foot of the post and bounces away towards this near left-hand side. Brilliant effort from distance by Vivot. Argentina looking to try and capitalise, but away comes Diallo for Great Britain. He's brought down. Well, he was just appended just on halfway as he tried to knock the ball away from the Argentina defender, and a yellow card shown. Cynical foul by the Argentina number 2, Morana. So a yellow card and a free kick for Great Britain. But Great Britain lucky there not to be a goal down. Brilliant bit of play by Vivot. Lobbed the ball over the top of the midfielder, and then a strike on the half volley from the edge of the area and rattled the foot of the post with Connell beaten. Free kick for Great Britain though. Up inside Argentina's half of the field by about 10 yards inside that half and about 10 yards in from this right-hand side. Diallo interested in this one. A couple of yards further forward when this was where he floated a free kick into the far top corner in the group stages. So Diallo will do a similar one again. Left-footed in towards goal. Goalkeeper parries away off towards the edge of the inner box, and Argentina sliced the ball away to safety. Foul already given as is being indicated there in towards the area, and the ball will be retrieved by Argentina inside the box. So goalless it remains here at the Riverbank Arena. 13 minutes gone. Great Britain 0, Argentina 0. But some good opportunities for both sides in the early exchanges so far. An Argentina free kick right on the left corner of their penalty area, and an opportunity for Morana, who's on a yellow card now, to clear away downfield. Up towards halfway. Knocked back initially, Le Green couldn't control. Great Britain have it, just outside the centre circle with Richmond, trying to thread it through into the penalty area. Richmond will have to go and retrieve it back again, but Morana takes it off him. Morana for Argentina, over halfway, switching ball from right to left, asking a lot of the Argentina number 9 to get there, Correa, and he won't, and the ball will run out for a Great Britain throw. Deep inside their right back position, which Dimbolo works all the way back to the goalkeeper's feet, Connell, and he works it short back to Dimbolo. Right hand side for Great Britain, to the edge of the area to Connell, who just quickly hurried his step to latch onto the end of that ball there, with Argentina's number 11 bearing down on it. Left hand side, Glynn works it away for Great Britain, up and over halfway in a central position. Heavy ball to Richmond, is out for an Argentina throw. Down their left hand side, about 5 yards away from the corner of the penalty area. 14 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. An Argentina throw down their left hand side. Deep inside their own half, Dimbolo comes across to try and head that one back forward, and Great Britain have it. Just outside the penalty area towards this right hand side at the feet of Barker. Barker for Great Britain plays a short ball down towards the corner flag to Richmond. Back to Barker again, tries to lift the ball beyond Vivot. Breaks back to Barker once more. Low threaded ball and into the back of the net by Diallo. Into the area with the low pass. Diallo latched onto it, left-footed, slipped the ball beneath the goalkeeper, and Diallo scores for Great Britain. His third goal of the tournament. Ibs Diallo breaks the deadlock here. Great Britain 1, Argentina 0, 15 minutes gone. Great turn by Barker towards the right edge of the penalty area. Low cut back, and Ibs Diallo arriving just outside the inner box. in between that and the penalty spot, and a left-footed strike, confidently stroked into the bottom corner. Great Britain in front. So Argentina to regroup and get us back underway from the centre circle with Vivot. Blocked away by Great Britain, all the way to the left-back position for Argentina to Le Green. He works it short down the left-hand side, just shy of halfway with Vivot. Vivot just lost control, and Diallo almost in to win it back, and then does. Brilliant bit of skill by Diallo. Threads it to the central position. Back to Diallo on the edge of the D. Into the area. Good save by the goalkeeper with Fletcher in space on the left edge of the inner box. Fletcher took a swipe at it with his right boot, but saved by the legs of Gutierrez, who spread himself magnificently across towards that right-hand side to thwart the danger there, which would have been a certain goal for Great Britain. Good stop though, and now Gutierrez will volley away high downfield. High hanging ball towards the right-hand side for Argentina, and the ball just runs out of play. Great Britain throw, level with the edge of their own penalty area. Worked into the area it goes from that throw to the feet of Matt Dimbolo. Just outside the D, progresses through his half and threads one over halfway up towards Barker. Barker tries to spin Morana, who just did enough there for Argentina. Centre circle. Dispossessed again. Diallo now for Great Britain, up towards the edge of the D in a central position, tees it up to the left-hand side. Barker has to chase outside the box to try and get it right over on that far side, and Lequise in with a challenge just to knock the ball out of play. Great Britain throw, a couple of yards away from the corner flag, left-hand side for Great Britain. 1-0 up in this game. Diallo with the goal, a fine strike from inside the area, neatly placed into the bottom corner. Great Britain working it just down by the byline, just outside the penalty area, left-hand side. Fletcher, little cutback, right-footed strike is blocked, and Argentina will bring it away with Fernandez Romano. Diallo trying to win that back, but it's back in the right-back position for Argentina with Lequise. Plays it against Fletcher and behind for a goal kick. Pulsating start here to this second of this morning's matches from the classification stages. Semi-final action still to come this afternoon as well, with Russian Federation and Brazil, and Ukraine versus Islamic Republic of Iran. But Argentina clear away from the right edge of their inner box, headed away by Diallo, the goal scorer for Great Britain. Fletcher does well, wins the header on the edge of the centre circle. Barker to Richmond, right corner of the penalty area. Fletcher makes a run into the area. Richmond's ball near post. Fletcher with a diving header has won Great Britain a corner. Brilliant run from Fletcher, continued his run into the area. Diving header attempted at the near post just before it reached the goalkeeper's arms, and he had to just parry the ball away there. Gutierrez behind the goal for a corner for Great Britain. Down their right-hand side, and they will slowly make their way down here to take. Diallo, the goal scorer for Great Britain, receiving some instructions from Barker. He's indicating maybe something from the training ground to Diallo. 18 minutes gone. Diallo corner, right-hand side for Great Britain. Left-footed ball into the area near post, turned away initially and out towards midway through their own half, Argentina, and then they clear the ball all the way deep up towards Great Britain's right-back position, where it runs out for a throw. So Great Britain throw down their right-hand side, and Blair Glynn will roll it all the way back to Connell on the right edge of his area. Back to Glynn again, ball at his feet, right-hand side, brings it up midway through his own half. Threaded up to the halfway line now. Diallo, neat turn again, exceptional play, and then overhit with the clip forward, trying to set Great Britain away in towards the edge of the area. But brilliant close control from Diallo again, spun away from the tackle in the centre circle, and then just tried to clip the ball forward towards the edge of the area, but just too much pace on it. Morana clears away from the resulting goal kick for Argentina, drops inside Great Britain's half of the field, but a foul there on Diallo by Argentina's number 9, Correa, who just pushed into the back of him, and a free kick for Great Britain. Just 15 yards short of halfway, slightly right of centre, which Dimbolo works all the way back centrally towards Glynn. Over to the left-hand side, just over halfway to Fletcher, just inside Argentina's half, right close to that left-hand side, and the ball just knocked against the Argentina defender and out for a Great Britain throw. On the halfway line, left-hand side for Great Britain, 19 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Fletcher for Great Britain with a two-handed throw down the line, high ball, bouncing towards the edge of the area, and in the way is Lequise, just to concede another throw, but just grazed off Barker to his disbelief, and out for a throw for Argentina. Just short of halfway down their right-hand side in front of the East Stand. Another ball on the pitch at the moment, so a brief break in play. Well, that is clipped off, and then this throw will be forthcoming now from Lequise. Right-hand side for Argentina. Mexican wave makes its way around the stadium, over towards where this throw is going to be taken from, just short of halfway. referee, in fact, has just booked 2 players there for a little tussle between the two, the number 9 and the number 11. So Argentina's number 9, Correa, booked, and also Diallo booked for Great Britain. 2 yellow cards dished out in quick succession there for the referee to make that call, and a throw down the line from Argentina. In the wake of the throw, Diallo is just eased off the ball there at the expense of a free kick for Great Britain. Left-hand side of their penalty area, sort of in between the left edge of the area and the sideline in front of that east stand. So the ball collected at the feet of Glynn. Blair Glynn will spot the ball down close to his area and then look to work it back into that box to Connell. Back short to Glynn again, left-hand side for Great Britain. Plays it further down the line to Fletcher, just short of halfway. Fletcher back into defence to Glynn again, left-back position for Great Britain. Short ball up towards halfway to Diallo, he's back to the halfway line, goes back to Glynn once more. Glynn with a right-footed ball down the line, interception though on that right-hand side by Luquez for Argentina. Keeping possession and threading it infield to the number 9 Correa, and then back forward again. Correa went back for the 1-2, but Great Britain had Richmond in the way, and then back to their own area to Diallo. Now Gimbolo, little short prodded ball through that midfield to Diallo, and then up towards halfway right-hand side to Richmond. Couldn't squeeze it down the line. Le Green in the way for Argentina, and a lovely bit of skill just to flick it beyond Richmond. Le Green for Argentina, up towards the left corner of the penalty area, tries to stab it down the line to Fernandez, and just run out of play. Great Britain interception. Fernandez Romano just trying to get in down that left-hand side, but a good bit of defending by Great Britain just to get back on the right edge of the area there and knock the ball away. So Argentina will come across to take on this near left-hand side for them, level with Great Britain's penalty area, 22 minutes gone. So 3 men booked so far in this first half, Diallo of Great Britain, Morana of Argentina, and Correa also of Argentina. So throw from this left-hand side, which Le Green will work short. Fernandez Romano is there as well, but the referee just telling Great Britain to get a couple of yards further back, level with Great Britain's penalty area. Le Green with the long throw in towards the edge of the area, good header away by Diallo, up towards halfway, down Great Britain's right-hand side. Morana will let it run, and that will be an Argentina throw, 5 yards inside their own half, down their left-hand side. Le Green will be left to take, looking for options in blue shirts for Argentina. Two-handed throw down the line, little flick on from Correa, and then brought down by Fernandez Romano, and down the line towards the corner. Fernandez Romano back to Correa, right-footed strike, well wide, goal kick. Dropped out to the number 9, about 5 yards away from the edge of the D in a central position. Tried to bend the ball outside of his right boot, but too much on him in the end, and the ball just kept on rising and well wide of the post. So Great Britain back in possession, worked away by their goalkeeper up to Fletcher on the left-hand side of halfway, and back into defence to Glynn. His short ball up towards halfway is intercepted initially by Luquez. Kept the ball in play. Short ball to Correa, trying to roll it back down that right-hand side. A little back heel back towards Correa, too much on it, and the ball bounces away for a goal kick. So Great Britain ball. Connell will regather. 23 minutes gone, and Correa just tying his shoelaces. So a brief break before Connell can get things back underway. Diallo's goal, the difference between the two sides so far in this first half. Neat finish as he arrived in the penalty area to swap home low, and Connell clears away for Great Britain as they go in search of a second. But Argentina trying to come back at them. Dimbolo now for Great Britain, sliding in with a tough tackle with Fernandez Romano, who came off the better of the two, and Fernandez Romano leaves it for Bivot. Central position, midway through Great Britain's half, went for goal from distance, well wide in the end, over the top of Connell's goal. So Connell, right-hand side of the inner box, looking to clear away downfield for Great Britain from that right edge with a long, high clearance up towards Richmond. Ball drops midway through Argentina's half in a central position, locked wide by Barker towards Fletcher, left corner of the box, lobs the goalkeeper just wide of the bottom corner. Brilliant play by Great Britain again. Barker lofting the ball into the area. Fletcher, with the goalkeeper advancing off his line, opted to try and just lob the ball delicately over the top of him with his right boot. He did so successfully, but it just bent wide of that far post. Argentina clear away. Long clearance down towards their left-hand side, Great Britain's right-back position, where the ball drops out of play for a throw. So Great Britain throw, 25 minutes gone, about 5 minutes plus whatever added on time is deemed by the match officials left in this first half at the Riverbank Arena. Dimbolo back towards the left edge of his penalty area, and Glynn works it towards the left-hand side. Fletcher has to retreat to keep the ball in play and play it back to Glynn again. just 5 yards away from the corner of the penalty area, left-hand side for Great Britain, up to midway through his own half. Another heavy ball wide, this time Fletcher can't keep it in play, and the ball out for an Argentina throw for Luquez to take. Throws it infield to Vivot. Vivot for Argentina, with his back to the goal and up towards halfway, trying to work it backwards, but Richmond has it now for Great Britain. Threads it over the centre circle, up towards Barker, trying to roll the defender. Morano recovered brilliantly and got back on the left corner of the penalty area to work it away to Le Green. A foul already given there, Barker pulling back Morano. Brilliant play by the Argentina defender there. Morano just quick turn of pace to get goal side of Barker, sensed the danger and got there and was able to win a free kick for Argentina. Just a couple of yards away from the corner of the box, and Morano himself will take a long delivery, only finds the midrifter Diallo, who brings it down and then lofts the ball back towards halfway, controlled by Barker, then turns into space. He's got a runner in towards the penalty area, works it short to Diallo, central position, just outside the edge of the D. Sliding tackle comes in, brilliantly timed by Vivot for Argentina. And then back towards halfway, Fernandez Romano, heavy touch. Glynn clears initially and then gets another bite at that again as he knocks it back into Argentina's half. Diallo from the edge of the centre circle, left-hand side for Great Britain, just inside Argentina's half the field. Lovely bit of skill by Diallo, trying to thread it into the box. Left corner of the box, the sliding tackle breaks to Barker, goes beyond the defender, into the area, low cut back, good block by Morano, corner for Great Britain. Nice bit of skill by Barker, left-hand side, weaving one way, turning back the other, and then just trying the cut back, which was just slid behind again by Morano. So corner for Great Britain, down their left-hand side, and they're looking to try and capitalise again on a good spell of pressure. So Great Britain from that far left-hand side, Diallo, the goal scorer, goes across to take. Plenty of white shirts in and around the edge of the area here for Great Britain, and they look to try and add to their one goal they've notched so far. Diallo's delivery, left-footed ball, goalkeeper lost the flight, it's in, Dimbolo, downwards header, 2-0 Great Britain at the far post. The captain was on hand, downwards header into the bottom corner. Great Britain 2, Argentina 0. Brilliant delivery from Diallo, deep to the far post. The goalkeeper, Gutierrez, lost the flight of it, and Dimbolo was on hand to head home at the far post, inside the inner box. Brilliant header from the captain, 2-0 Great Britain. Matt Dimbolo with his first goal of the tournament, and a fine finish, arriving with a towering header, hung in the air well, and then a downwards header, neatly dispatched. Great Britain 2, Argentina 0. Argentina left-hand side of the centre circle with Vivot. Low ball towards the left corner of the penalty. A quick reply perhaps. Vivot, Connell saves well. Quick 1-2 into the area. Connell scoops up the ball at the second attempt as he stopped the ball with his legs. And Great Britain will bring it away from the edge of their own area. Up towards the centre circle, in possession, and worked back into defence to Diallo. Midway through his own half central position. Near right-hand side now with that second goal scorer and Captain Dimbolo, powering over halfway up towards the right corner of the penalty area. Barker, right-footed strike, side netting, it sails wide for a goal kick. He was always powering towards that side netting from this angle from Barker, the right corner of the box, and it just sailed wide of the post in the end for a goal kick. So Argentina will regroup, left-hand side of the inner box, and look to try and clear away downfield. 28 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Morano's clearance, high towards the right-hand side of midfield from Argentina's point of view. Drops into the left-back position of Great Britain. Little back heel by Correa, finds a blue shirt for Argentina, and back out to that right-hand side again. So Correa, down to walking pace, holding it up, feeds it infield to Vivot, just outside the penalty area. Trying to create a bit of space himself here now for Argentina. Has to come back towards halfway. Slips one to Le Green. Left corner of the penalty area. Low drive by Le Green into the bottom corner. Brilliant finish by Le Green across the goalkeeper into the far corner, and Argentina score. Neat finish by Rodrigo Le Green. Right across Connell into that far corner, and Argentina have got one back out of nothing really. Well worked goal, and Great Britain will regroup again. Great Britain 2, Argentina 1. From the centre circle, Great Britain towards their left hand side to Fletcher, and then back into their own half to Glynn. Works it back centrally to Dimbolo, midway through his own half, the captain, back to his left hand side to Glynn. 1 minute of added on time there will be in this first half. It's worked further forward towards the left corner of the penalty. Diallo went back towards the 1-2, and goalkeeper comes out and gathers right on the penalty spot, able to take that one quite comfortably. So the goalkeeper, Sergio Gutierrez. Ball in his hands on the right edge of his area. Clears the ball away, high downfield, bouncing ball, came off the head of Dimbolo and just runs away down by the corner flag and hits the corner flag and stays in play. Vivot was quickest to react. He crosses back into the area. Diallo clears away with his right boot downfield to Great Britain's right-hand side. Stooping header forward by Argentina's Morano, and a little push there being indicated. Free kick it will be for Great Britain. And that is the decision from the referee. In fact, he's given it to Argentina for a slight push there, it looks. So into the 1 minute of added on time. Great Britain 2, Argentina 1, the scoreline. Le Green with the goal back to get Argentina back in this game. So free kick for Argentina, a yard inside Great Britain's half, a yard in from this left-hand side, from their point of view. We're into the 1 minute added on, and Le Green, the goal scorer for Argentina, will look to send this one long downfield for them. Left-footed delivery. Le Green deep up towards the edge of the area, high ball, Connor wants to flight it straight in by Le Green, straight from the free kick, but the referee is saying no, it won't count. He's saying that there was a bit of a push there from the Argentina's Morana, and it won't count. Great Britain get us back underway, so the free kick straight in, and the referee spotted something there, but it doesn't count, and Great Britain get things back underway right-hand side, right down the right-hand side, and Richmond now, down by the corner flag, sliding challenge comes in by Morana. Well, bizarre, Le Green, straight from the free kick, over the top of Connell, who lost the flight, into the back of the net, but the referee saying no goal for a push in the area. So a corner for Great Britain. Bizarrely, there was little complaints, though, by Great Britain that there was actually a push, but they'll take that anyway, and a corner for Great Britain down their right-hand side. Diallo will take, and it'll be a left-footed in-swinger. Deep into the added-on time, he delivers into the area, goalkeeper punches back out towards Diallo again, keeps the ball down at his feet and will cross again, low to the edge of the area, Argentina clearance, and that is the last action of the first half. Dramatic stuff here at the Riverbank Arena. Great Britain 2, Argentina 1, and Argentina with a goal chalked out straight from a free kick from Le Green, who goes across to complain to the match officials, as do a couple of other Argentina players as well. But they trail at half-time. I'll be back in about 15 minutes' time.
Get some food or a drink, or by all means stay here, and we will keep you entertained throughout half-time. If you are leaving, please make sure you're safe as you do so. Hold on to the handrail as you go down the stairs, and please use both sides of the staircase and listen to any instructions from our stewards, because they are there to keep you all safe. Please don't stand on any seats, and please make sure you keep the exits clear. Don't stand or sit in the gangways. Please keep moving as you leave the stadium. It's a very hot day at the Riverbank. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen. And that will allow you to enjoy your day here at the Riverbank Arena. Now then, at the Riverbank, we find supporters of the day, and we've managed to pull two supporters out of the crowd, nominated by our games maker, Leslie, and it's an opportunity to find out a little bit more about their London 2012 experience. So would you please welcome to the middle of the field, Mark and Kathy. Now, Leslie nominated you, and we just wanted to ask a couple of questions about your London 2012 experience. Actually, I say that, but I haven't got any questions for you. But Mark, I believe you have a question?
I do. I've got quite an important question, and it's to do with this young lady. I've been waiting for this day for a long time, and I mean a long time. Kathy's never been to London before, and to bring her to the Paralympics is something so special. And also, I need to ask her a very important question. I've got to do this. Pretty nervous. Kathy, would you marry me? Once I get the ring out. There you go. There you go. I love you.
Kathy, what's your answer? Yes! Would you please put your hands together for Mark and Kathy? We wish you every happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, our happy couple, Mark and Kathy. I'll tell you, the man knows how to do it right, doesn't he? He knows how to do it right.